So our country is going to be celebrating our 250th anniversary. And this wonderful cookbook was given to me in 1976 by my husband's grandmother, Grandma Leora. And it has all these heirloom recipes. So I thought it'd be fun to try one of them for the 250th anniversary. I know we all have lots of plans about what we're going to be doing. This one is called Pork Chops with Apples. Of course, apples were very plentiful, and I'm sure there was lots of pork. So anyway, we'll be cooking that today. I had to go find my really big skillet. The recipe calls for 8 pork chops, but I can't fit 8 in this pan, so in this skillet, so I'm just going to do 6. So I've added the 6 pork chops. I don't know if you can see those too well. 2 tablespoons of butter and 2 tablespoons of oil combined. And we're going to cook these 10 minutes each on each side. And I got my pork chops from Cow Creek Meat. So I've had them before and they're great. Our pork chops, I had to fry them a little bit longer because they were so thick. So now we're ready to add 1 onion and 1 clove of garlic to our oil and butter in the pan. And we're gonna let that cook for about 3 minutes. And then we're gonna add our apple slices. The recipe called for 1 apple peeled and cored and sliced very thinly, but that seemed like a lot of pork chops for 1 apple. So I actually used 2. So we add these to the onions and the garlic, and we'll let these simmer about 3 minutes, and then we'll put our pork chops back in. We're gonna make a little sauce, so we're adding in 2 tablespoons of flour and get that stirred in there. And then a 1/2 cup of chicken broth. Oops, that's some of my flour. Okay, get that all stirred in. And then we're going to add 1 cup of cream. We'll add that in. Let that kind of simmer a little bit. Get it all stirred in there. We need to, the recipe calls for a Dijon mustard. I am going to use a little bit of this honey mustard also. And salt and pepper, so needs a little bit of seasoning. Some nice freshly ground pepper. Okay, give that a stir. Okay, it's all been stirred and had time to simmer a little. Now we add the pork chops back in and bring them to let them have time to simmer in the sauce. Yeah, so then we're gonna plate it and taste it. Okay, ready to plate. I'm ready to try one of these. So get a nice, that's a big pork chop. And get a little of the sauce with the apples and onions and garlic. Just looks like it'll be so tasty. A few more apples here. Okay, whoops. Okay, and we'll garnish it with a little freshly chopped parsley. That looks good, doesn't it? Okay, cut myself a bite. Got a little bite of apple too. And here we go. That's delicious. I wasn't sure because I've never made it before, but those old-time cooks knew how to cook. It's great.